creative input. Let's get to it. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing started. I'm Nate Patterson, and this is Express Yourself. Hello, everybody. I'm Nate Patterson, and this is Express Yourself.
Express yourself.
This is where I get to say all the shit that's on my mind, and nobody can interrupt me. Yeah, because it's my show. I got something I want to talk about today. It's probably going to make a lot of sense. It's not really one of my basic rants, but it is an issue and a problem that I have in my business. Okay? We're talking about creative input today. All right. So I have a business. I'm a videographer, cinematographer, producer, director, small time, nothing big. I'm not Spielberg, nowhere near him, right? But I do what I do here in the city, okay? And I do what I do here in the city because I'm self-taught, because I've sat in this chair that I'm sitting in right now for roughly 12 to 14, maybe 18 hours a day. I said a day. Your work day consists of anywhere from 4 to 8 hours. I'm doubling that a day. I do my due diligence, right? Because this is something that I like. It's something that I love to do. You know, sometimes I go a couple of days without sleep because I'm grinding, right? So I said all that to say this, man. You know, when I create something, right, I don't want nobody to come and change what I spent all that time creating. I don't care if you paid for my services or not, and I'm going to explain that, okay? Because on the surface that sounds pretty fucked up, right? But once I explain it, you're going to see that you're the one that's being fucked up about shit, okay? And here's a disclaimer: I'm not talking to any one individual, because it's not any one individual that perpetuates this madness, right? But if you feel guilty, then you probably are, okay? So listen and learn, all right? If you plan to deal with me. Anyways, because I'm changing my mode of operation once again, okay? Because I listen to the wrong people, right? Oh, Nate, you gotta be nice. Nate, you gotta do this. Nate, you gotta do that. Well, fuck y'all, okay? Because me listening to that bullshit has ran my business into the fucking ground, okay? Once again, I made a bad decision because I got a heart. I want to listen to my friends, right? Let me tell y'all something. I love you to death. You're my friends, but I do Nate Patterson better than any one of you motherfuckers out there, right? And if you don't like the way that I move and operate, then be like my kids and ignore me, okay? Don't come and tell me to stop doing shit or to change shit, because you don't see me in your face telling you about your damn self. And there's a lot of you I can say some shit to. I guarantee you that. Okay, so anyways, let's get back to the subject, right? Creative input. What is creative input? All right. Creative input is when you can legally go in and make changes to a video that's been created, right? Now, can everybody or anybody do this? No. Do people think anybody can do this? Yes. So let's clarify this. If you plan to hire me, okay? In the beginning, I told you how long I sit in this seat to hone my skills, right? And I said that for this reason. I want you to understand how hard I work. I want you to understand my diligence and what I do, right? And I want you to understand the time I put into doing what I do, okay? So this should tell you I have some knowledge of what I do, okay? I also market, right? Not professionally, right? But I've been marketing my company and other people's companies, man, for years, since 2008. Okay, I know a little bit about marketing, right? Creating videos, what appeals to certain demographics and what doesn't, right? I know a lot of stuff that you don't. Now, do I know everything? Hell to the fuck no, I'm still learning. But let me tell you something, right? I've been doing this since 2004, right? I know a little something, and I know a little more than you do about this particular job, All right, so here's the thing. Creative input, I'm having a problem with because 80% of the people I work with want to change my videos and change my creation. Oh, Nick, well, I can do that. I'm paying for it. I'm paying for this. I'm the customer. Yeah, you are. You are the customer. You're right about that, right? But here's what you're not right about. You can't change my creation. You hired me for my skills. If you did your due diligence, and what you probably did, you saw my work, you liked it, and you said, hey, I want Nate Patterson to do my video. Hey, Nate, will you do my video? Yes, I will do your video. Okay, cool. We're going to have a video done. 3 days later, okay, take this out, to put this over here. I don't like that title. The color of this person's dress is wrong. That's where you just pissed Nate Patterson the fuck off. Why? Listen closely. And I want you to listen closely. All right? Because see, when you gave Nate Patterson the job and hired him, you didn't have a concept. Right? You didn't have an idea. You just said, I want a video to look something like this. Well, okay, well, that didn't give me much to go on. So what Nate Patterson did was went home, did some research in my own mind or on the internet, whatever, was required to get the required components to complete this video. And I put it together, spending 12 to 14 hours on your fucking video per day for 3 days. See, I did all that. And then I bring the finished product to you that I call fire. Yeah, I'm biased, sometimes I like my work. Right? But, seriously, man, I spent all that time putting that together, right? You were no help because you didn't offer anything, and you didn't call me or answer my calls, when I called, to get some information, right? So then I bring this shit to you and you start that, change this, change that stuff. What gives you the right to do that, man? Woman, person, whoever, because it's been both male and female that's done this. And I've been nice about it, right? I mean, then I go home and punch walls and cuss you the fuck out behind your goddamn back because I'm so goddamn angry. You got the nerve to sit there and tell me this shit ain't right, but you didn't have any fucking idea what you wanted when you went into this stuff? Yeah. I'd like to see one of you do 3 days worth of work for someone and then that person just go and just change everything. Like, what you did was just stupid. It wasn't worth it. And they don't know what the fuck you do. See, half of y'all don't even know what the hell I do or what's required to do this particular job. Hell, half the time I don't know. I'm self-taught. Right? I'm still learning. But when you come and try to dumb down my videos, with these changes that only appeal to you, then you're remiss because see, you're not considering your demographic, your targeted market. Right, your demographic, your targeted market. You're not considering that. You're only looking at the video and you want to see what pleases you. Well, that might not please the thousands that you're trying to reach. And maybe what I put up there did, because that's the way I make my videos, to try to please people across the board, not just one person or one demographic, although I'm heavily slanted towards our own demographic. There's elements and components in all my videos that please everybody. Right? You know what I mean? Because that's status quo, man. You can't, if you want people to look at your video, you can't be one dimensional or tunnel vision. You gotta make it with tunnel vision. But when you come and correct my videos, that's what you have. You are one dimensional and you have tunnel vision. And you end up screwing it up. When I create a video, I average roughly 100 to 200 hits within the first 3 days. When you change my videos, I'm lucky to get 25 hits on those videos. And why do I say that? Because if you hire me to do a video, right, I want people to see that work. That's how I eat. They see that, then they might want one. But if you change the video, or if you take the video and you don't show it and you don't post it, then and and I give you a break on the price. I give you a break on the price for a reason, right? If I decide to give you a break, then damn it, I want you to put my work out there because I want to pick up the client to pick up the slack that you left, right? I mean that's just the way I do business. But see, I've been dealing with some selfish people. I've been dealing with people that only care about themselves or care about their own business. They don't care about me, although they say they do. If you did, number one, you wouldn't change my work. Okay? Number two, you wouldn't argue with me about it. Okay? And number three, you would pay me more money. Okay? And we're going to get to that in a little while. Right? But right now, we're talking about creative control. Creative control or creative input is a contract clause, industry standard, to prevent shit like this from happening. Now, you can go to Nate Patterson or any one of the videographers in this town that, you know, we just do shit, you know what I mean, and we're just out to please you, fine. But when you start going to some serious professional people, they're going to tell you to kick rocks and give you your fucking check back. You know what I mean? You can't do that. Now, here's the flip side of that. If you have a concept and have an idea and a vision, then it's incumbent upon me to make that happen. Then you can change stuff. But if you don't have one going in, don't come change my shit. I worked too hard for you to change my shit. Okay? That's my creation. We're on the subject, Nate. This is my business. So, you hired me. Right? And if you can't roll with that, then take your check and hit the door. Okay? Because I don't need you that bad. Yeah, I need to eat, but damn it, I don't sell out to nobody, man. You see what I'm saying? You know, you can't buy me like that. I walked off bigger and better jobs than this shit, man, to deal with this shit. You know what I mean? And I'm starting not to give a fuck about people's feelings. Yeah, I didn't want to go that route. I didn't want to be the asshole, you know, businessman. Fuck you, this is the way it is, if you wanted it or not. I wanted to get in there and please people and have a working relationship, but no, man. You know, people that I work with, they don't want to do that. They want to be in complete control because they think they know everything. Well, you might know everything about what you're about, but you don't know jack shit about making a fucking video. If you did, you'd make your own. Okay? So if you trust me to make this video, leave me alone and let me do my job. Okay? And I'll move your product. It's already been tried and tested. Not only here, Atlanta, Georgia, right? I was working real well in Atlanta. I was marketing my son's company and a few of his clients. They loved my work. They didn't go in and try to change my work. But I get here back in freaking Springfield and people want to change it. And then they don't want to pay me what I'm worth. Here's the next part of this little rant. Pay me what I'm worth. You know, I really can't blame you guys for that because I've gotten soft. You know, I was working with corporate before I decided to work with my own demographic, and everything I did was by contract. So I decided I don't want to do corporate no more. I want to work with my people, so, you know, because it allows me a little bit more freedom with my videos, right? I'm not, you know, I don't have to be conservative in a box. I hate to be in a fucking box, right? So I'm trying to work with my people. Bad move. Bad freaking move, man. Because either you're crying broke or you want complete control over shit you don't know nothing about and you think you do. So you don't allow me to do my job. I essentially become your worker or your slave, working for pennies. All that's going to stop. That's on me. That ain't on you. That's on me. Everything I do from this point on will be done by contract. Everything I do from this point on, I would be paid my worth. Somebody once said, I got crackhead prices. No more. No more. So if you can't afford me, don't try to hire me. I'm not going to give you a break. I'm not going to give you a break. You've seen my work. My work doesn't constitute me giving you a break. Okay? And I don't say that, you know, to try to have a big head. I worked hard to get to where the fuck I am. I know what level I'm on. And on this level, I demand a certain price. And I'm going to tell everybody right now, I get $25 an hour for editing with a 3-hour minimum. I'm sorry, I said that wrong, with a 12-hour minimum. Okay? On any given fucking video. It's up to me to bring that price down or, you know, raise it up. And I'll work with some people, right? I know everybody can't pay that price. You know what I mean? And I'm willing to work with you, but you got to stay in your lane, man. And which brings us to this point, and then I'm going to close it, right? This is a business relationship. This isn't Nate Patterson works for you. In my contract, I have a clause. Solar Productions is not an employee of your business. That's in my contract. That means that I don't have to do shit you tell me. I just have to fulfill my obligation as a contract worker. You see what I'm saying? That's it. I'm my own boss. Okay? Don't treat me like your boss. Don't treat me like your flunky. All right? Don't send me out for shit. Have you call you or whatever. I'm a business. All that's stopping right now. Okay? And I don't say this, to be like a fucked up person. I'm just, growing my balls back and getting back to where I belong, in control. Okay? I've been out of control, trying to please people to make these little pennies that I've been making with you people, right, for the last year. I'm tired of it. Because before I came to you, I was not struggling. I'm struggling now. That's not, that doesn't speak high for our people, because I've only been dealing with our demographic. What does that tell you? All them fucking rumors and memes are damn near correct, right? If you can't respect me as a black business owner, don't even look at me to fucking try to hire me. And you guys that keep trying to get me to do shit free, stop. Stop. I'm not doing stuff free for you, right? Because if I do stuff free for you, that means I don't eat for that week. If I do something free for you, that means I have to put a paying client to the side to do your free shit that all you're going to do is say thank you. And half y'all can't even give me a fucking shout out. Do you know I did a contract, right? Or I was getting ready to do a contract for this person that was starting a business. Say, hey, you ain't got no money, but you want me to work, you want me to do your video. I'll tell you what, right? You give me a shout out, right? Next time you on the radio, I do your video. That person was on the radio 3 times, right? 3 different days in the same week, because that person was starting their business. I saw that person at the end of the week, and how's the video coming? I said, why? You didn't shout me out. You was on the radio for, 3 times this week. Solar Productions will come out of your mouth not 1 time. And now I got to do your video? I think not. That person got mad at me, stormed off. I could give a fuck. Right? So, come on, man. We're the same people, man. Right? I'm trying to eat just like you. Right? And here's the last thing I'm going to say, I'm going to end this thing, man. I had a client, right, that I pitched something to, and they ignored it or just, act like they weren't interested in it, whatever, Nate. A few months later, that person came back to me with the same fucking idea, but from white people. And want me to research it. Give that person some advice on it. I mean, how much more can you fucking insult me? That really hurt, man. That really hurt. Made it so bad is that, because I'm a businessman, I'm doing the video that person wants on that network. Right? Paying to be on that network, but don't pay to be on mine. We got to do better, man. You know what I mean? We got to do better, right? Because, the only way that we're going to rise up is if we patron each other and pay each other their worth. Okay? I mean, if you're going to shortchange somebody, shortchange the motherfuckers with all the goddamn money. That's the white people. Why are you going to shortchange me? And I'm doing an honest day's work for an honest day's pay. You give me pennies. I see all this wealth around you. I see you spending money at the drop of a dime. But when it comes to my contract, all of a sudden you broke. Guess what? There ain't gonna be too much more of that, because I'm about ready to move on. My skill is too good to work for pennies anymore. So either you ante up, or you're gonna find another videographer, man. For real. I got to tell you, man, I'm putting up with a lot of stuff. I'm putting up with a lot of stuff from a lot of people, right? I got 3 good clients that treat me with respect. I don't have a problem with the money, you know what I mean? And they respect my work. Everybody else, man,
Express yourself.
tell you, man, right? I ain't the only videographer in town. If you can find somebody on my level and my prices to do your work, fine. And put up with your shit, fine. That's what you need to do. But you're gonna be hard pressed to do that because I'm the cheapest videographer around with quality work. So good luck with that. I'm Nate Patterson, and this is Express Yourself. Peace.
You don't never need help from nobody else.